right, good morning. Today is Monday, March 24th, 2025. I'm Anthony. This is Drive Dive. So first and foremost, you should probably stop watching this video. Who says that? This guy. YouTube's like, unless this is aligned to some of your goals, you shouldn't be watching it, right? Unless you intentionally sought this video out. I don't know, I hope you're not interested in me, entertained by me, but more about the messaging, you know? I hope that, right, these thoughts on like productivity and mindset, or I don't know, whenever I get into my busy life or my approach to raising children, or, you know, the work that my wife and I are doing to try to improve our relationship, right? It's just, unless you got some stuff going on that's related to that, I don't know why you would watch this video. But with that, you know, my mind right now is, you know, Monday. I put a post out, a couple different, I don't know, social media feeds, whatever, on mindset and how it really does matter. I think I said, like, mindset's everything. Hashtag mindset is everything. Basically, you know, I was sitting at soccer with my son on Saturday, and we signed up for 1 hour, and that hour usually goes pretty quickly, where I just kind of, there's a futsal court where I'll just, you know, get some steps in, you know, make it count, right? Make it work. A little bit of time there. But then he wanted me to add on a second hour, right? He does like their like footwork course for an hour, and then he wanted to add on power shooting, which is something that we spoke about doing. He was gassed after like that first hour, the very first week. So he said, no, let's, you know, reconsider. Let's not do it today. You know, but now by the third week, he's like, all right, I think we're ready for more. So, you know, we added that on, and then I'm going, shoot. You know, had I known I had 2 hours worth of time, I'd have brought some papers to grade, or some videos to edit, right? I brought my laptop and things. I was kicking myself, and I said, no, you know what? Look, it's not a complete waste, right? I mean, is it perfect? Is anything ever perfect? No, right? We got to accept that, right? Mindset. It's not going to be perfect. All right, perfection's the enemy of progress, and blah, blah, blah. But it's so true. So I said to myself, like, okay, yes, I'm not getting papers graded, I'm not getting videos edited, but for myself, I am responsible for my son's growth and development, and simply by being here, right, adding on this extra hour, his interest, I'm able to foster those interests and be interested myself. Right, like that's productivity enough. I need to make that count, and I need to choose, you know, that positive mindset rather than to be down and about that whole situation. You know, my mindset could have been such that my son making me do this, or my son making me do that. You know, ruining my day, ruining my weekend. But instead, I just said, nah, man. Like, look, here's what's happening. Let's take stock of the good that's happening as well, and count it. And I think that goes for a lot of things, you know, where you're just trying to do a little bit what you can when you can. You know, adulting, all that stuff is difficult, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, you're trying to be a better husband. Yeah, sure, you want to go out and, you know, you got something planned, and it's going to require me being home for 11, 12 hours, you know, half the day with both kids. Sure, you know, go for it. I'll make it work. So, while again, it was like, I might like a whole day. It's tough because some of this stuff I'd like to get done. Like, I don't just need the day to myself. I need the house to myself. Right? Trying to paint the basement and move some things around and get organized, whatever. Like, I need the house to myself. But so, making use of the time, I got to, you know, hang out with my daughter a lot, where, you know, realize that she's an artist, man. She's only 2, but she's totally into painting and drawing, and, you know, she quickly used up the hot pink paint, so we promised her, or I promised her, you know, we'd go shopping for some, knowing that we'd have this day, you know, mommy wouldn't be home. Might have some time on our hands, some time to kill. You know, so we hit up Walmart, stocked up on some paint. My son was with us too. You know, he was interested as well. We always have some fun, you know, going up and down aisles, and probably buying a few more snacks than we should, but just having fun, man. You know, but then we get home, and my daughter's just, you know, painting away. My son, my basement project, I painted, I don't know, a quarter of the basement. as much as I needed to for this desk installation, which now has a lot of shelving and storage and side-by-side sort of workstations where there's room for two monitors, keyboards, that sort of setup, and got him a gaming monitor that's pretty sick. So he was stoked with that and playing some Fortnite. So I got to, like I said, got to hang out with the kids and invest some time and energy in them, take interest in their interests. And so, yeah, an alternative would have been for me to have the entire house to myself and maybe finish painting more of the basement, organizing more of the basement. There's now some furniture and stuff I need to get rid of, some things I should definitely just throw out, which all require time, or activities that require some dedicated time and attention themselves without the distractions of kids and everything else. But listen, man, that stuff will get done. And the added bonus, right, is just creating, not just doing things with my kids, but creating tons of memories, right? And not just helping them grow and develop, but creating tons of memories that they'll look back on. And weird connection, but I was watching the show Reacher on Amazon Prime. If you're not familiar, this particular season features a father-son duo in the show, and they have a bit of a strained relationship, to put it lightly, and spare some details. But at one point, the dad says to the son that you don't get any training on how to be a dad, other than maybe from being raised by your dad. And so, right, in addition to or alongside with these memories, I guess I'm doing that, right? I'm training my kids on how to be a dad. Here's what I think a dad should look like, and how a dad should function, what they should do, and I hope that not just being a good role model for them, right, in the way that I act and behave, which it's never going to be perfect, right? We got to accept that. That they'll be better people themselves. But then when it comes to, in turn, either my son being a father, or my daughter being a mother, finding a eventual suitor, right, father for her children, should they wish to go that route, that they have that example of a loving, caring father, husband, right? How I treat mom matters too. They're observing all of that, they're soaking all that up. And so I can't be focused on what might be labeled work, right, or what might be labeled a project or a chore, but focus on the relationships and the time that we're spending together as productivity as well. So look, if you did watch, thank you. I really do sincerely appreciate it. I hope that your situation's not terribly dire and that you don't need this much help and support from a guy like me. But if it helps, that's I guess sort of why I do this, right? I mean, one, I'm just recording because it helps me feel more productive, right? Start my day off and not feel like this whole drive is a complete waste. I mean, it can be a bit cumbersome, but if you also get something out of it, then bonus, right? So comment down below if you got any thoughts, any insights, anything else you'd like to hear more of from me that might help you. But otherwise, find a video that's aligned to your goals. If you need help with goal formation, things of that nature, strongly encourage you to check out James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. It's been a pretty big difference maker for me, giving me a way to formalize some of my thoughts and I guess actions. So anyway, happy Monday. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. See ya.